today. My name is Sonyinye and I'm the manager of Womiba Finance channel. And today I want to be telling you, I want to tell you, sorry, I want to tell you about this European country. One is the cheapest in education. They are member of European Union country, European Union Commission. Sorry. Then number three, the living expenses is so cheap because if you want a situation whereby you want to go to a place where you are on a budget, when we say that people are on a budget, we mean you are struggling to gather money for your relocation. So being in a budget is to how to manage the small you have. Like if you have a small budget, you want to go to a country where the return of investment will be much more, or the return of investment will be equivalent or more than what you have for budget, you have for your payments and in your budget. So now this country might be the country where you will go to get return of investment. You know, since we started this channel, the first the first video we made about in location, we said if you are struggling to get like a big money, like in Canada now, you need to have 20 something thousand Canadian dollars as a show of POF, that's a proof of funds. Then in UK, there are many blocks now. So in Australia, there are many blocks at the moment. In USA, is the same thing. So do we have some choice that are better, but not really what we envisaged to get when we go to straight away to England, or we go to Ireland, USA, Canada? No, they might not be the same thing, but will you get the return of investment that will be equivalent to those going to those countries? Yes, and yes again, and yes, and yes again. With your $50 deposit, you can, get a spot. You pay the admission fee, you get a spot. So then you relax to gather your flight ticket. By the way, if you are struggling to book a cheap flight, go to WTP. I've shared a link where I book my personal flight from. Like if the flight is like $1,000, in that link, with that link, you will get the flight for $400. So that's kind of the examples what you can get from there. So most of you that are coming to tell me that flight to Cook Island is $4,000, who told you that? I have seen, people have checked, my clients have checked this morning. We have seen a flight for return ticket £950. So does it make sense? So let's put away the flight ticket because we have a solution for that already. We can get a cheap flight ticket at the moment. So let's talk about money like stipends, what we call stipends, or living wage fee are the money that you will pay for rent. You will pay for your feeding, maybe utilities, or maybe childcare if you're going with your children, whether the childcare is cheap there or you're not going with an adult that will take care of those children if you're going with your partner. So all these things are okay. I missed the important thing because me, I've had 3 surgery last year. All of you know. So let's talk about health. What of health welfare? Is health welfare cheap there? Is your children's school free? No, these are the return of investment you have to put in check, because when you're going to a new country with children or with your family, maybe you are a woman, a young woman, you've not had children, you have to check whether you have complete health care, free health care welfare, because you need to go to hospital. You need to have some medical checks and thereabout, or your children needs medical welfare. These are the things that you check in a country. Then think of return of investment as a whole. Then we talk of economic stability. we talk of security, because if you don't have security, there's nothing that you can't even start going. Then you talk of value. When you work, do you get value for that your time you are putting in that country? So, if all these things make sense to you, stay with me and I will give you a rundown where you can start with $50. Like if you want to go to Europe straight, you pay, get your admission spots, then start to save the money, because now we are on a budget. We are trying to go to a budget, a country with a budget. Now you will ask me, so what next is to tell you, Romania is the country. So why Romania? Yes, ask me that question and I will answer you. Okay, why Romania? Romania is in the European Union. That's number one reason. When a country is in the European Union, every other thing is Jara. You know why? When we say go to Slovenia, go to Lithuania, go to Portugal, go to this, go to that, what we are telling you is to go and clinch the European Union Commission passports. When you get that, then you come out. You can come to UK, you can come to Ireland, you can come to France, you can come to Germany, you can go to more than 27 countries in European Union and work and earn a living without disturbance. Then you can go to 194 countries with your passport that is visa free and work free permit. So, inclusive of United States of America, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, everything. I mean 194 countries. So the third one is economic stability. All of you know, as it can be bad, it can be bad. Recession can occur, but European Union economy still stays strong. It cannot be shaken. You cannot shake European Union economy. No matter how you try, you cannot shake it. They have gone far beyond those kind of Nigeria. We are trying to make our naira to stand. They have defeated those things 100 years ago. Then security. All of you know as it be now. So they shoot people for Iowa in United States of America, but in 5 or 10 years, we have not had shooting around here. So that's security in one corner. Then you talk about education and chances of employment. I don't need to say much, because most of you, if you think you can get it easier even in United States of America than European Union, me, that is a German, I will tell you is a lie. I've gone to US and spent 3 months. Yes, I've gone to Canada. I've gone to Australia. So I will tell you the system that work. The major thing, as someone like me that is young, that have gone through hospital or used medical facilities, I will choose Europe. In the next world, in another world, in another world, in another reincarnation, European Union is the best, because healthcare is free. Baba, you don't need the insurance, you don't need anything. So if all these things interest you, then let me tell you what you need to do now. You need to go to University of Bucharest, because they have opened their chances. There are many technical courses that you can choose there that are 500 with the deposit of admission fee. 500, yes, $500 equivalent. And they use Romania leu. They don't use European Union currency. But they are under European Union, and they are part of Schengen community without official rights. Yes, I'm telling you now. Romania and Bulgaria are part of Schengen community, but without official rights. So you can pass through their country, you can shop in their country if you are passing through other Schengen community. That is what it meant for people that travel a lot like me. Then go to University of Bucharest, book some vocational study course, pay 50, get the spots. Then come and manage to get because you have to show them that you have to pay for a room for 3 months. You have to pay for have money for your feeding, like I explained before, food, utilities, and that. and is the cheapest. Is one of the cheapest with Slovenia and Lithuania, one of the cheapest European Union. Like 50 euros can take you for 2 weeks or 3 weeks feeding. I'm telling you, I've been there. Then go to University of Bucharest, check vocational courses. They are all taught in English. You don't need to learn Romania. Yes, most universities in Romania, because Romania is now hotbed for international students, both medical, tech, and science, social science, economics. Then, or you go to Polytechnica University of Bucharest. That's number 2. Number 3, Bucharest University of Economics. Number 4, Alexandra Ruan Kusa University, UALC. Then Rutenia Hetini University. I will go and write it for people in WTP. Go there and check the schools there. Go and check, get vocational studies. Because some of the vocational studies, like plumbing, all these things people are normally saying, instead of you to come and be wasting your time, go there and book a vocational study course. Go there. You are allowed to bring your children and your wife. So now I've given you a secret nobody will give you. But you will do me a favor. You will subscribe. And I want you to click that thumbs up. Let's go to the number 2, what you need to have and how you need to package your POF. Before then, have you subscribed? Have you clicked that subscribe button? Put your notification button on. Yes, that place where there's a bell. Just click it. Then click where there's a thumbs up. Please click it. Then your POF. I've said a lot of about POF, but POF Romania is not too much because their currency is lower than euros, and I think is a bit equivalent to dollar. So I will check the equivalent of today. Then you can have it in WTP and start comparing it with Naira, because dollar is our equivalent. You understand what I mean, if I'm making sense? So, when you say dollar, people understand it than saying euros or pounds, because it's a universal currency. Then your accommodation, a room accommodation, is from 170 euros. I'm not saying it in euros, but I will still give you a conversion of that currency with dollar of today. So you have it in your mind. And when you are checking this, you will be adjusting it the way the dollar is increasing in your own mind. So 170 euros for a room to 200 euros. Then 1 bedroom flat in this country is around 250 euros to 300 euros a month. So what we are now saying is that 900 can get you pay for 3 months accommodation. So let's put that aside. Then your feeding, from the calculation of what they have in their website, I'll say drop Romania Nigerian Embassy, like the embassy in Romania, the embassy of Romania in Nigeria. I will drop their address in WTP and their phone number so that you can go to their office and start asking them. If you need any other information, you go to their office in Abuja and ask them, or call them, or send them email. So whichever mode that you want, you can contact them easily. So let it not be, I'm telling you what is not in their website. So you can ask them to send you information. As at today, you can feed a family of 4 in a month with 70 euros. So be making that calculation and putting it in your mind as something that you have to prepare for. Then flight tickets, I've explained that from the beginning. There's a link in the WTP where you can get cheap flights. You check it today, then you know how much you are budgeting for it in case there's any change in dollar. But right now, I will go to WTP to give you Romanian leu and dollar equivalent of today. So when you are calculating this in your Naira, you are making a mental note of how much it can be tomorrow, or when your vocational studies start, or when you start going. So Now, if you have any question, you can ask me. If you want to join me live to ask me a direct question, you can join me now. And you need your international passport. You need your criminal record. You need to get all those things. I've been saying it. You need your insurance, your travel and health insurance, and you need your references because this is a vocational studies, and you can get your references from people you have from where you have worked for, or even the secondary school you went to, because the secondary school equivalent is the even the higher the minimum requirement of the qualification that you need to have beforehand. Can you go with your family? Yes. But remember what I said about childcare. I'm not really sure about these countries because, it's only holiday I normally go to these countries. So I don't go with children. So to know how much is their childcare, you have to be putting that in your mind, because if you're bringing small children here, you have to pay for childcare. So have that in mind. But when they start school, official reception school and primary school is free of charge from any country in Europe. No country pays, you don't pay any school fees for children below 18 in European Union when they qualify, when you bring them. Even if you have passport or not, you can't pay children, no matter who their parents or the status of their parents stay. They are not allowed to pay anything. Government take care of children in any European country. So if you have any question, you can ask. Health Solutions, say hello, ma. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for joining today. Do you have any question? You can ask. If you don't have any question, we might call it a day. I've told you the secret. So with your $50 today, you can book a spot in their website. I'm going to go and drop the schools in that WTP. So you can go there and start making your inquiries from their website, because I don't do the inquiries for anybody. I want you to ask the school or go to their website so I can tell you everything, so that you don't accuse me of anything or giving you misinformation. That's why I give you genuine information from the authority. So that's the best I can do. And I want you to subscribe, like, and share in your social media platform. And again, if you have any question and you can't join us here, come to WTP and ask about it. Let me go and drop all the information there. So I wish you luck in your application. However, if you start applying, if you start doing anything and you have a strong that you don't know, okay, you meet a roadblock, come to WTP and ask. We give free answers in that group. And again, our tech training, WTP tech training, to help most of us to start working online and apply for digital nomad visa is starting soon. Is 40,000 naira per a person. That is $40 per person. The class starts on 15th. So if you are interested, come to WTP. The payment and everything information is there in that group. Then ask question, then I can explain. So I'm going to WTP now to take care of questions and make many things simple for people that are putting the applications. So now let's move to WTP. If you have any question here, if you want to join us, you can join us. And if not, we are moving on. And I will be ending this video here. Remember one thing, I love you, and I am praying that everybody will be successful in their location, personal finance, and settling in whatever country they found themselves or they want to go to. I want to say that your goals will be successful this year. And by next year, we'll be talking like an experience. You'll be telling me your experience, not me telling you. So I wish all of you luck. And I pray that all of you will be successful as successful can be. And remember one thing, that if you try, don't give up. Don't ever stop trying. That's one good thing. Persist. Don't allow anything to bring you down or any rejection to bring you down. I've had plenty of rejection in my life, but I thank God for life. So, bye bye. See you in the BTP now. Bye bye.